for the last time, as I've been sick laying in the bed trying to recover so I can get ready to get my orders taken care of for my customers. And I got a few business adventures I'm going to be working on besides outside screen paint. Where's my orange juice at? Um, uh, Man, there's just no way to describe this individual. I told you this person, if we have a fellow by the name of Jaime Fernando Gonzalez, that's what he goes by, his real name, has a YouTube channel, Crows1176. I'm really tired of talking about this guy. And this guy just does things that are just so unreal that it's just freaking like, it's insane. And some of the stuff he does. He has some real serious mental issues. And like I said, from messages that we received, messages that were read through in emails, through with my attorneys, and with the CCB, which is the Copyright Claims Board, those emails are like really, really freaking disturbing, including some of the racial slurs and threats and all kinds of stuff they found in there. The guy definitely has some real serious issues. So this guy has been stalking me. I mean, we call him stalking because we received some real creepy stuff from him. I mean, when I looked down and saw, we get messages from him, but you're talking about, we got hit one day with something like, it was crazy, like 30 minutes, 11 messages in 30 minutes. Do you have any idea how at times you have to type on a keyboard to produce that? That's really, really deranged. And then asking questions about my outside of my business, about my cat, my family, my pets and stuff, my how I take care of myself. It's just weird stuff at the end of the day that you don't ask people. If I'm talking to people, I'm just going to talk to them about their products. That's it. That's all we should be talking about. Nothing more, nothing less. Couldn't care less what your cat's names are named. Couldn't care less about this, that, and the other. I don't care at the end of the day. Very busy person, and even when I'm going through this little sickness going through right now, I'm still conducting business. Right now, I got a call. I got a conference call for Israel because they're applying some of our technology down there, and I have to make sure they're spraying the screening correctly. So I have to contact them today. Then I have the orders for my customers. I got to get out the door by Monday because I want to make sure everybody's taken care of, so we can restart the process again. This individual is creepy. He is really, really creepy. And keep in mind, to the individual, these emails are going to be read out in court. So they'll hear all the creepy stuff that you've been saying and things you're just a weird, weird individual. There is really, really something deeply wrong with you. And as I said before, that some of the emails involve racial slurs. We've had customers, one of the customers basically did these videos about him, and in those videos he mentioned racial slurs quite a few times in those videos. He is a very, very, very disturbed individual. He got on Instagram. We have fake accounts that he's made with identity theft, of taking my name and making fake accounts, and got nasty with individuals over there that led to a bunch of racial slurs and some stuff he was carrying on over there with. That's why he was so frightened about his address being posted, because he didn't want those individuals finding about his whereabouts. Now, if you know how to treat people a little better in the way you carry on at the end of the day, how nasty you get toward people, I'm pretty sure the same way you treat me is the same way you treat other people at the end of the day. But dude, look, it's something wrong with you. You can't show anything in any of your email accounts, nothing. We have the same platform. There's nothing of me anywhere on any one of those platforms. I talk to you directly, and it's all recorded. So we talk to you directly through your messenger, and we ask you questions about screen paint. We don't talk about anything else. That's all. But you have this obsession with my life. You're a weird guy. You're obsessed with my apartment. First you contact me about the size of my apartment. What is wrong with you? Then he contacts me about me not having furniture in my apartment. What does that have to do with my product at the end of the day? What is wrong with you? There's just something really, really disturbing and wrong with you. And again, when we get ready to take you to court, we win our lawsuit, which we will. I am going to go back in, I'm going to file for criminal charges, and I'm going to basically ask my attorney to seek for psychiatric evaluation to mandatory, place you under a 302. Because in those emails that show that you have disturbing activities going on in your life and you need to be evaluated by a psychiatrist. And this is mandatory. This would be ordered by the courts, which means you can't sign yourself out of this. You have to be evaluated to see whether or not if you're fit to be around yourself and to be around the people around you. If you think that's not can't be done, oh yeah, it can be done easily. We just have to show proof that you're unhinged. And from the 180 emails that we received, some of those emails show minutes apart from each other, which means you were constantly sending these emails over and over and over again, sometimes with the same thing over and over again and again and again. Minutes from each one clearly shows that somebody has mental issues or having a nervous breakdown or something's going on. So this is the last time I'm going to report on you, Creepy Jamie, or Creepy Crow, whatever nickname you want to call yourself in the day, but we call you Creepy Crow over here. Even my attorneys, my family members have seen the emails. You are disturbed. There's something wrong with you. Honestly, at the end of the day, people, I'm not trying to basically hurt the man's business, but at the end of the day, look, your product is house paint. It shows right there. It's right there on the site. It's you right there as it is. Your website is designed strictly to steal from customers because the policy itself, we had people go to your site and read through the policies and they were just like, whoa, no, I wouldn't even dare slide a credit card through there at all. How you explain your products, you do not know what you're talking about at all, period. I don't think you have a big idea what home theater is even all about. And then the fact that those creepy messages you send us, that we send to forum sites and every place else, we allow them to read through those creepy messages you send to us. There are people that wouldn't even dare slide a credit card through your website. They don't want you knowing where they live at because you're weird. And you have problems. Oh, my goodness. So this is the last time I'm talking about this. I got things to do. I got these wallpaper screens I'm going to be designing for the, what's the screen called? We don't even know if we're going to even call it that, to tell you the truth. We might even change the name. We got a couple new names for it. What's it called? Gee whiz, my brain's slipping already. We're just getting back to work a little bit here, and I'm already... Alpha Ones are going to be changed. We decided to go with a whole new different name. So that's something else is in decision right now on the wallpaper surface, because the Alpha One was supposed to be a screen paint, but now we're going to actually have a wallpaper screen instead. So there's no point in calling it an Alpha One. It's going to have a completely different name. So that's going to be interesting. And each screen is going to have an edgement. They're going to etch the imprint of the design into the screen, which is going to be pretty cool. Excuse me. So, like I said before, we're just going to, maybe you get off on maybe me reporting your creepiness. I don't know what it is, but as of today, I have nothing more to talk about till I see you in court. That's it. I mean, anytime we show off something different that he's not used to seeing, because again, he doesn't do anything new. He gets highly upset. He gets irritated, agitated. I don't know what you want to call it at the end of the day, but he becomes this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. And when we show off new screen paints, he goes into this transformation of this really jealous type person. You have a history of it, Jamie. You do. You have a history of it. That's why we're taking to civil court. We're going to sue you for a couple $1 million in civil court, because we can clearly show that you have a history of taking everything we have and just trying to tarnish it. We don't do that with your product. We bring your product over here, we test it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does work, it does work. That's how we test it. We don't mix anything in with it. We don't do any stuff. At the end of the day, that's not how I do business. But you have a habit of doing this. This is why when we go to civil court at the end of the year, you're going to have to show proof that our products do come out that dark. If you can't, that's $1 million lawsuit you're going to have to deal with. So you figure that out. Already he's going to court for copyright infringement. 16 accounts of copyright infringements, including criminal charges that are being pressed against them for basically terroristic threats and all that stuff we have in the emails, including some of those and copyright infringements also can involve jail time. If you don't show up, and I would suggest you do show up for court, you forfeit. And it means if you forfeit, then hey, you can't fight. Once that gavel hits the ground, hits the podium, you can't fight for anything at all. Anything that comes down the line, you're gonna have to deal with it. So kind of a damned if you do and damned if you don't scenario, but at least try to show up and fight for yourself. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to lose. If you show up, you're going to lose. So I don't know how that's going to work out for you. I can say that someone will be coming to serve you. I can say that's going to happen. Someone will be showing up at your front door to serve you for court for that. And when the criminal charges hit, I would advise you show up, because the last thing you need is a bench warrant on you. You don't want that. These people will come get you. So you can be anywhere you want to be at. You could be at a funeral and they will come get you. Doesn't make a difference to them at the end of the day. You just got to bring you in. So I would suggest you show up for that. Let's see, that's basically about it. But yeah, that's creepy, Jamie. Multiple email addresses, multiple fake phone numbers. Really, really creepy dude at the end of the day. I think he was mad and upset because I showed off my dual ultra short, those setups. This is where usually we receive some of the crazy mail from him. When we show something different he hasn't done yet. All right, well, that being said, I'm going to sit back and watch my dual screens, enjoy my setup, and later on get back up again, take apart all this stuff that I'm not using, put it back in my area where I usually have it, so get this room a little cleaned out a little better, a little junkify in here. And then I can get ready to start setting up my section here on Monday and start working on that stage next. Okay, well, that's basically about it for me. I have work to do. I have to go do updating on the website, and other than that, I would suggest you, at the end of the day, try to seek some kind of psychiatric evaluation on your own. I mean, you mandatory sign yourself into something, so that way when we go to court and we file these charges on you, you can show that you can show some kind of progress if you're trying to get help. So that would help, and that would lessen the blow. It seriously would lessen the blow and help you out a lot. And then maybe as a psychiatrist, you can find something there that maybe there's something wrong with you and help you fix you. Maybe medication, I don't know what they'll do at the end of the day, but keep in mind, if you get 302'd and it's mandatory by a that's him right now. See, look, I told you. All we have to do is just mention him. He gives himself up that quick. That's him right now, complaining, upset, and angry. Watch, I'll show you. The guy's a stalker. I told you, he stalks us constantly all the time. And here's the thing. The last couple of days I've been sick, right? So when we talk about this fellow, we talk about how he's scamming people, how he steals from people. You know, we show you the videos that he's in. We show him matching house paint. We leave an open hot mic for him to come in and talk, so he can explain to people why does he have products on his website that he's scamming people on. He's got products matching tutorial videos on how to make his products. And he comes in the room ranting like crazy, so we know it's him. So if I tell you this guy's a stalker and he's been stalking us and just sending us weird, creepy messages, the minute we mention this, automatically, doop, he pops up. Let's go pop over here for a minute and see what's going on here with this guy. So now we're up to 4 messages. See, I told you, that's creepy Jamie right there. He is creepy as creepy can be. I told you, man's obsessed with me. No sooner than we're talking about this, he pops into the room already and starts complaining and carrying on something weird. Always saying something weird. He's a very deranged individual. And as I said before, I wouldn't dare let that guy know where I live at, and then if alone get my credit card information. So as I said before, you may want to consider basically getting some psychiatric help on your own, or if you decide that basically that you want to let us do it for you, and I have no problem with that, you do know that we can make it so that you have to take medication. Mind you, once your actual by judge automatically goes in and he mandatories you to a psychiatric facility, excuse me, you taking medication, it's going to definitely come up. They're definitely going to put you on the house or Thorazine, whatever it is, they're going to put you on something. If you snap when you're in there, lose your temper, get upset, ooh, this is not going to be good for you at all, period. It may take you a while to get out of that bad boy. So again, it's up to the judge to feel that you're safe, and it'll be up to the doctors, which means you can spend a couple months in there, at least a couple months in there. That's not going to look good for you when you go back to court again, because we are going to be suing you 3 more times for other things that you've done that you weren't supposed to do. But it's interesting how I can come on here, share this with you. No, so not only when I tell you about how creepy and weird this guy is, and one of the talks we had about this, you can literally see the messages he was sending across. He was talking about the apartment. He was talking about my cat, weird stuff. Like I said, it's creepy things. So as soon as I talk about this about him, guess who pops in the room and starts sending messages back and forth? AKA Jamie. Hardcore evidence and proof that he's stalking me. He's obsessed. I've never seen someone take so many pictures of me. You have a lot of pictures you took of me. And I'm curious, and what's kind of scary is how many pictures do you have of me on your private phone or on your computer in a hidden folder? Because that's a lot of pictures to take of me at the end of the day. That's kind of questionable too about that too. Oh yeah, look at this. Check this out. This is what I'm doing behind me right now. This is what he's angry about. They were able to have this set up in here for $200. He gets mad over stuff like that. I think because he tries to do so many demonstrations about our black technology not working. You do know, Jamie, when we go to civil court, that you're going to have to prove that my technology comes out so dark it doesn't work. If you can't prove this and you can't bear receipts that you purchased these items and did these legitimate tests, that's a $1 million lawsuit. And you're going to have a lawyer present. You can't walk in there by yourself. When he gets mixed up with stuff, for some reason he said no lawyer. This is the first lawsuit is what do you call it? It's I can't think of the name of it right now. Small claims court. Small claims court does not involve attorneys. You do have TV, don't you? So you projection TV, you watch different things like Judge Judy and stuff like that. That's small claims court. They don't have attorneys involved in that. But civil court does involve attorneys. You're going to have to pay and get an attorney to come in and fight your claim for you. Can't win, and he knows he can't win. Most attorneys are not going to take it at all, period, because they know they're going to lose in court, and they don't want that. You're going to have to pay somebody to do this, and this is going to cost a lot of money. And if you lose, you'll be paying my attorney's court costs also, and my attorneys are not cheap. So it's going to be pretty bad. All right, well, with that being said, people, I don't want to take up too much of your time here. I myself want to go lay down and watch my fish, and my cat's over here enjoying the whole scenery right now. He's in there relaxing. And just wanted to show you exactly how weird this individual is. And when we tell you at the end of the day, don't put your credit card or information through his website, there's a number of reasons why. Number one, you want to make sure you get what you pay for. You're not getting house paint. You do want to know that whoever you're buying from does know what he or she is talking about when they're selling products, which means the website should have more information than what it has on there. You can literally buy bootleg sneakers that have more information than what he has on his website. And then not only that, the simple fact that the stuff that we show you how creepy this guy is at the end of the day and how disturbing he is when he gets upset with people. This is how he reacts to people. Yeah, it's best to just, I would say, just avoid him at all costs. All right, with that being said, you'll have a wonderful day. I'm going to go back and enjoy the rest of my my entertainment here and just relax. Got to go, and God bless. And he's creepy.